Hello, Internet. For anyone who's wondering, therapy does not fix anything. If you're in therapy, it's really good. You develop skills, you learn things about, how you're predisposed to function, how you naturally react to things, and, what you can do to try to help that. But as someone who's been in therapy for 12 years, I've been technically diagnosed with five different mental things. I've been in so many different kinds of therapy. And out of all the things that I've done, I've learned so much and I'm so much better off than I was. But I'm still struggling. And it really feels like just an unfolding, it's like an infinite unfold. There's always more things for me to unfold and try to figure out. And I feel like I just don't know when if that's ever going to end. And for I'm not against medication for mental illness. I think if you need it and it helps you, I think that's great. I always use the analogy like if you hurt your ankle, for example, like you break your ankle and you need to get surgery, you're going to be in a lot of pain. But you take painkillers and ideally you only take them until the pain goes away and then you stop taking them. So the same thing with certain drugs for mental illness. You only need to take them while you need them. Like that's how I think of it now, but I have not personally taken pills that I've been prescribed. And I've been prescribed pills in the past and this was years ago and I didn't take them. I didn't want them and I told my therapist at the time that I wasn't going to take them. Um, but now, like I said, 12 years, uh, my doctor and my therapist are both like very worried about my anxiety, which is interesting because it's like that's the first thing that I started to address originally was I was having panic attacks. And, like anybody else who has panic attacks, you think you're dying. Like you don't know what's happening. You have no idea. But I was in college and I was so stressed from how busy I was. I just took so much on and I just started to lose my shit basically. And that's when I started having like regular panic attacks. Um and it's so funny because I feel like panic disorder or anxiety in general, but specifically panicking is the thing that I feel like I still have no control over. I don't know. Now more than ever, I'm in the past I have not wanted to take any pills at all. That was just something that I personally didn't want to do. But I feel like now more than ever I'm open to the idea because I feel like I really just need some help. And I don't know. I worry about this shit so much. I worry about the solutions even like potentially pills. So um if anyone if anyone that watches my videos has any experience they want to share about, medication you've taken for mental health, what you think about it, I would love to hear what you think. Maybe it was naive of me to think that one day I would just be better. And I guess technically I am better. I just don't feel like I fully have a grasp on all of my issues. And I haven't, I also think with therapy, it's important to take breaks. So there was time in the past 12 years that I wasn't in therapy, but I don't think I should have been at the time. I think the most important thing about therapy is not leaving it when you're not currently in crisis. I think that is the best advice I can give anybody in regards to therapy is the sessions where you think you're good and you go in and you have no idea what you're going to talk about. A lot of the times those sessions are extremely revealing. And I think that's super important because it's like maintenance, you know? It's like physical therapy. Like if you have an injury, you're going to go to physical therapy for a while after that injury, and it might even seem like you don't need it at the end of it, but that maintenance is what is keeping it healed. It's what's keeping it strong. So, I think you got to do the same thing with therapy. But I also think that sometimes therapy gets to a point where you got to not be in therapy anymore because I think some people, especially with just like regular talk therapy, I think some people start to treat their therapists like somebody that they can just vent to about their life. And yeah, maybe some therapists are okay with that, but just from people that I've talked to and stories that I've been told, people that have been in therapy for years and years and years and feel like nothing's improving, it's like, well, maybe that's just not the right therapist for you. And maybe you need a different type of therapy or you need a different type of like mental health medical attention that you're not aware of. And you just have gotten comfortable with seeing this therapist once a week or once every 2 weeks and you just like complain to them about all your problems, and it's like that person is not going to solve your problems. So if you're looking for solutions to your problems, you're not going to get them. But what you need is tools to be able to cope with your problems. That is kind of where I'm at with therapy, and I'm thinking that maybe maybe that tool that I need next is medication. So we'll see how it goes. Um, I don't know how, like, I don't even know how I feel about sharing this stuff online. Like, I don't know how much I should or shouldn't share, but whatever. This whole YouTube channel is just about documenting my life and archiving my brain so that I can reference it in the future. And if that helps other people in the process, that's really cool. If you watch my channel, you've heard me say a million times, I make stuff for me, I share it for other people. So if you guys get enjoyment out of my videos, it really means a lot. Um, I'm doing okay, but I'm just very stressed and I'm kind of dealing with a lot of different things right now. But none of them are like very detrimental. I'm just like having to really flex my skills of dealing with shit. So I appreciate all the support and I'll see you guys next week.